Hey VC, JD, Yokohama here, Jeff. So yeah, just gonna try shoot a quick video here. I've been super busy. Work's been doing a lot of overtime, being essential, whatnot. So not sick yet, but yeah, it was like already came and went. I don't know. I got seasonal allergies, so honestly, I have no clue. Hopefully, I didn't have it because I had to drop by the hospital for the physical or whatever. Um, Hopefully it did not. Yeah, sorry guys if it did. So anyway, let's get going here. So I think this is my weekly stack number 10 now. So definitely, yeah, it's been a busy week, and with everything going on, it's definitely been it's a little more of a, I don't know, sentimental type selection this week. Yeah, I didn't hit any stores, physical stores anyway this week. Did treat myself to one video, or one album rather. I'll show you that. So yeah, so this is a thrift find from I don't know, a month ago, a few weeks ago, before all this stuff went down. So this is one of Police's big albums. Yes, everyone knows Police. So this is the one that has "Message in a Bottle," um, "Walking on the Moon." Da, 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 da. So, I thought but "Don't Stand Too Close to Me" was on this one. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, it's got a fair amount of their hits on it. Pretty solid effort all the way through. So yeah, if you see it on the cheap, I'd pick it up. Whatever. So the song, radio hits of my youth there. A lot of time spent at the swimming pool against my will, sitting on the lawn chair, refusing to go into the water. Yeah, listen to that. Okay, this one. Well, Gary Lewis and the Playboys. So this is a Japanese best hit on Liberty. So they're probably best known for that the song "This Diamond Ring," and then we have there's Runaways on here. Love Potion #9. Green Grass was not maybe a minor hit. I don't know. Oh, I can't even believe that now. Okay, so yeah, Opie's getting away. It was hard getting the Hobie back on. So this one's Japanese. So it's got Japanese on the back, which I'll never recover. So it comes with a lyric sheet in English, the Japanese titles, an interesting Japanese insert. So curiously has a tab on it. I've never seen this in American ones. They like tab stuff, don't they? And yeah, it's on red vinyl, delicious red vinyl. We're 1960s. So that's kind of a neat find. I think that was like a disc union there. They, like I think twice a year they do like a thing in the Tokyo area out in this I don't know what it is. It's like a they call it the cage, and Shimokitazawa is kind of like a little trendy area. It might be like an outdoor basketball area or something, but yeah, it's literally a cage. So you go inside the cage, and yeah, I got a lot of got some great psych there. Maybe not a lot. I wish I'd bought more in retrospect. I thought that stuff was a lot more common than it was. Yeah, regrets. But because I saw some represses I wish I picked up, and yeah, even the represses are apparently pretty hard to get. So, yeah, regrets. But yeah, Gary Lewis, pretty cool. He was Jerry Lewis's kid. I think my dad actually went to school with him. If memory serves correct, he had something to do with the invention of churros or something like that. I can't remember, Fritos or something. I think he got mixed up in that somehow. Yeah, so it's a pretty solid album for the most part. Just 60s rock, whatever. So yeah, another one. I don't know. I'm just gonna chill, easygoing music this week. Uh, Julia, Julia Clark's greatest hits, Volume One. I think she did have some big hits after this album. or better stuff. I don't know, but Downtown was the her big one. And the neat thing with this is it came with a big poster for the Rainbow. I don't know. It's just yeah, 60s girl pop, I guess you call it. I don't know. Yeah, that was cool. It's very minty, still in the shrink, and it's got the original poster, which I thought was really cool. So I just like the cover. So it was a thrift store pickup, and yeah, it's just cool. I've been listening to a lot of that kind of stuff recently, just kind of chill music. Slightly harder edged, but not that much so. So we got Jim Carroll Band, Catholic Boy. This is a gold stamp promo. Let's see. Stamp is there. It is. Yeah. There you go. So original insert and all. I bought this at a record fair maybe a couple years ago. I can't remember exactly when. But yeah, it's not white label or anything like that, but it has the original sleeve. So this one, People Who Died is a really good song if you don't not familiar with that. So look it up. Jim Carroll, People Who Died. Let's see. I don't know. It's a solid album through and through. It's falls so I guess it's considered post punk or something. It's very New York, power poppy, but it's a little more punk than power pop, I guess. But it's kind of power pop. But yeah, Jim Carroll band. So pop, yeah, post. Oh my god, I don't know. It's very New York, but maybe post punk, maybe power pop is somewhere in there. It's kind of hard. He kind of slides between the genres. Here's another one I picked up in Japan. So Nina Simone, what's it called? It's a jazz as played in an exclusive side street club. What they actually? Oh, so it's actually called Little Girl Blue. Okay, better. All right, so this one has, of course, Little Girl Blue on it. Love Me or Leave Me is probably and My Baby Cares for Me are probably the two biggest ones on there. I Loved You Porgy, quite good. And there's instruments, interestingly enough, some non-vocal stuff. So yes, solid album. If you ever see it, it's one of her best ones. So this is a Japanese 70s pressing, I believe. It's on Bethlehem. I don't think the label is anything special on this. Yeah, it just has the Japanese inserts. This one's missing the OB. Pretty good copy. It has a little surface on it. This one was part of their store haul. I just liked the cover. It just looked interesting. Wasn't expecting much, but yeah, this one actually was really good. I was surprised. Um, Michael Hartophilus and his orchestra, Greek Fire. So, kind of big bandy, yeah, kind of in that Martin Denny vein. But what makes this unique is it's all like Greek and what do you call it? Lebanese. It's all Greek and Lebanese stuff. So he does a cover of Miserlou because I guess at the time that was the big thing there. But it has a lot of kind of some. He describes it as Latin music. But again, a lot of it's uh, kind of traditional stuff. Zorba the Greek's on there actually. So it's kind of a mix of popular hits of the time done in kind of a Greek, Lebanese, Latin influenced thing. So it's kind of falling in that Martin Denny thing, but in a lot of ways it's better. But he had a lot of traditional like Lebanese and Greek stuff on here too, complete with the vocals. This guy has a very Middle Eastern feel to it. Middle Eastern jazz, I guess. I don't know, but actually, this one's definitely going to go back on the turntable soon. It actually was a really good album. That was a very big surprise. I just really like the cover. So Michael Hartopoulos and his orchestra, stereo copy. Probably mid '60s on MGM. Not sure, but yeah, it's just on the. It's just got the Lion label on the record label. All right, going back to my high school days. This is Mono Men. They were one of those kind of retro garage bands of the time on Estrus Records, one of my favorite record labels of the time. So if you like Get Hip, you'd probably like Estrus. Estrus is here's a little more on the raw edge of things. Mono Men, so they released a bunch of stuff in the 90s. They were picking up covers of the Mummies. I believe Estrus is actually owned by one of the Mummies. Uh, um, but yeah, this is, I think, their second album. They generally have like a clean version of the album cover and like a dirty version. I think this is a clean version, unfortunately. I think they did like the dirty version has like, I want to say has like girl and pasties or something. I don't know. But yeah, I probably would have rather have had that one. But yeah, still in the shrink. This was the copy I bought as a kid. I want to say it has custom labels, not the usual. Yeah, it just says mono, but I believe it's in stereo. For proper stereo reproduction, yeah. But I think it actually is in stereo, even though it's mono. But yeah, very like garage punk, whatever. But if you like Mummies, you like this. It's solid stuff. This album, their first album, I'll show the first album time. But yeah, that one's really good. And yeah, Sin and Tonic. I might actually have the Naughty Sin and Tonic cover. I don't know. It came with a coaster too, which I may or may not still have. Like a drink coaster. I don't know. I'll have to find it. I might have lost it. I don't know. I had it for years. Going back into that sentimental stuff, this is a Japanese repress, 70s, second or third pressing, I don't know, but 70s. It doesn't have the gatefold, unfortunately, so doesn't go like that. Uh, just had a lyric sheet in English and Japanese. I'm missing the OB, whatever. It was a few bucks in Japan, so whatever. Sounds excellent. I don't think any surface noise or very little, very clean copy. And speaking of clean copies, yep, I kind of gave up on getting an original, so I got the MOV repress of Modern Lovers self-titled. I think I'm gonna actually pick up their live album too because I've been streaming that lately. It's really good, completely different songs than this album. So this is the limited edition version. I think they did like 3,000 or something. They're numbered. It came on silver vinyl, which made me a little nervous. But yeah, maybe I've shown you some of my silver stuff. The '90s silver stuff is terrible. It's pretty much like a picture disc, and they put like a sandwiched some aluminum foil something in there. I don't know how they did it, but it sounds terrible. It's really crunchy. I have like a Sonic Youth one that was on silver, and I at one point had some John Spencer that was on silver. And I can't remember what else. But yeah, the '90s silver stuff sounds terrible. But this is actually it's not like a picture disc. Oh, it's more like a gray vinyl uh, than silver. It does have a little reflective properties, I guess. I don't know, kind of silver, but it's not like the super duper silver stuff like I have from the '90s. But this actually sounds amazing. Super pressing, really clean, not a pop on it. Yeah, so if you had any doubts, yeah, MOV version is sounds incredible. You know, it might be better than the original copies. I think the originals go $50 ish, maybe higher. I don't know. I think I've seen some in Tokyo, but yeah, I never picked them up because I thought they were a little on the high end. But I think I'm really happy with how this one sounds. So Modern Lover, self-titled, Roadrunner, super, the two best ones on here. I think all the hits were on the first side, Roadrunner and Pablo Picasso is awesome, really awesome. They're numbered, silver stamp on there. Oh, Modern World. Modern World was big. That's the last track on side two. But yeah, Roadrunner, Astral Plane, Old World, Pablo Picasso, Modern World, all super songs. Not a bad song on here. But those are the ones that you hear the most on comments or whatever. So I highly recommend that one if you like. I don't know, like television or whatever. 70s, early post punk kind of stuff. I think he started more of a more a 50s revival thing, but I think with the vocal stylings, they almost lean a little post-punk there. This one is another one I had as a. Oops, this one's kind of confusing because it's one of those flip ones where it's upside down. But Dickies. This is one I had on cassette. Unfortunately, I don't have the cassette anymore, but I did pick this up while I was in Japan, so I replaced the cassette. It sounds pretty good. It's American pressing, not a Japanese pressing, unfortunately. But yeah, so Dickies, they're pop punk. They're kind of in the Ramones vein. But they did a lot of kind of pop culture covers. So this is a greatest hits thing. I don't think you really need to go and get anything other than the greatest hits. But yeah, this is kind of I don't know. It's just one of those ones that just takes me back because I used to listen to this a lot, and I saw them in the early '90s or mid '90s, and they were still quite good live. So Hideous opens up with Hideous, it's quite good. I'm okay, you're okay. I like got it at the store. They did they do a cover of Sounds of Silence, the punk version. Um, their their cover of Banana Split song, if you remember the old show. I think there was like a Netflix version or maybe it was the kid show. So they did the kid show as a punk song. Manuel and Jack, the Pep Boys theme song, they did that. Nights in White Satin, they did a cover of Hack of the Moment. Yeah, they do a killer version of Gigantor, I think it was from the 60s. It was old black and white, Japanese anime cartoon, whatever. Giant robot, Gigantor, and yeah, Eva Destruction's amazing. Yeah, it's a fun album if you like, if you're in that mood for kind of Ramonesy kind of stuff, but you're kind of Ramones out. I don't know. There's very few albums I listen to over and over and over and over again. I'm one of those people who just always need to find something new. But there's definitely some albums I go back to. Yeah, Dickies is definitely one. I like them. Yeah, and this one again was a thrift find. I think I paid 50 cents for it. Unfortunately, someone decided to rip the corner, but otherwise, yeah, this one's it's just like a super clean cover of super clean copy rather. The cover is little damage of Paul Simon's Graceland. Uh, Amazing album. For me, this is one. Like my friend's dad had this on cassette, so we used to. I was back in like the mid '80s, I think, so it would have been like elementary school or middle school. So yeah, in between the usual, yeah, uh, you know, hip hop albums or whatever we were hiding, Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, whatever it was we were listening to. So we slipped this on, and yeah, we knew it was a good album. I guess it wasn't the cool album, I guess, for kids, but it was a good album. Um, so we like this a lot, I guess. But yeah, it still holds up. It's great. Yeah, it's this interesting story about. I was reading this while I was listening to it. So how he recorded a lot of this in South Africa with South African artists, and yeah, that at the time, apartheid was full on, and there was a full on boycott from the UN. So he kind of broke the boycott to do this for good or bad, but it did bring the black artists he used on this a lot of recognition, and so apparently all those guys are quite happy. But he did work with Los Lobos and Wakandopsy. Both of them were not very happy about how they were treated by Paul Simon in the end. So apparently he had zero preparation on this. He just kind of jammed with these bands and more or less took their music and threw his own lyrics on them or whatnot. Or in some cases, he had them write the lyrics. He took the credit for it. So it's kind of a controversial album from what I'm reading. But yeah, he paid the African musicians quite well, and they got a lot of fame and recognition worldwide out of it. So they were pretty happy about it. The American artists were pretty PO'd about it because basically like Los Lobos especially, I think, and Rocket Opsy too, actually. They were kind of upset because he pretty much stole their songs and didn't give them credit. And then just yeah, just threw some music on top of it. But anyway, quite very solid album. I wouldn't pay a lot for it. I think it's got a recent reissue. I paid 50 cents for this. It's as clean as you can get, um, other than the damage to the sleeve. But yeah, so recommend it if you see it in a bargain bin or something. It's not something I go way out of my way for, but it's a really good album. Yeah, yeah. Last one. Again, falling into that sentimental thing. I just threw this on. Something I picked up at another thrift. But Andrew Sisters, I think the story with them was, I think, well, they were like a vocal band starting out in the '40s, contemporaries of like Sinatra, whatever. And I believe they did do a bit of recording with Sinatra, in some form or another. But yeah, I don't know if you're just kind of in that old timey mood. Just yeah, I'm just kind of in a sentimental mood with everything going on right now. Life's getting turned upside down, so I'm just kind of chilling and turn on mostly stuff that just kind of makes me relax or feel sentimental this week because it's not a good week. Um, yeah, so I just found out they're stopping visa process, and my wife and kid are probably going to be stuck in Japan for another extra year or so. And of course, can't get on an airplane because of the virus mess. I can't get on the airplane; they can't get on the airplane. So yeah, the whole thing's just a mess. I should not be touching my face. And yeah, that it's just total crap. I'm just pissed off. You know, this whole visa process would have taken like 2 3 months just 5 years ago. Yeah, it just pisses me off. So instead of taking 2 months, it's taking like 2 years. It's ridiculous. I had a company transfer. They should have taken care of this. So, yeah, probably could transfer back to Japan, but I just bought the freaking house. Like, yeah, I am not a fan of this administration. They've just botched everything from the visa. Now yeah, Japan's not doing a great job with the virus, but I think they're a lot more responsible about not going out sick. Yeah, here, it's going nuts here. Yeah, I'm essentials. I'm doing all this crazy overtime, and yeah, one of my coworkers, I think his uncle just died of this virus mess. It's spreading like hot fire around here. So yeah, hopefully stay well. Take care of everyone. Enjoy all your time off. Me, lots of overtime. So yeah, I don't know. I could try to keep doing these videos for now. Yep, have a good one.